Good morning, Giants. Welcome to Wake Up with Giants TV. Have you ever noticed or wondered the difference between allowance and accommodation? Stay tuned. Allowing my light to not be available is very
What?
important. Look at
Look
this.
at how old that makes me look, dude.
Whoa.
Get the card here.
Do you have a cue card?
No,
What
I
is
have a
that?
business. That's a huge business card.
That is a huge business card.
Yeah,
Allowance and accommodation.
yeah. But remember, before we talk about allowance and accommodation, hit the subscribe button. Smash that. Rock, paper, scissors.
This is my smashing motion. Dink. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, just hit it.
Come join
Yeah.
us on Facebook, A Tribe of Giants.
Well, yeah, let's talk about allowance and accommodation from our good friend JP Morgan, who will tag in this video.
Hey, JP.
We were talking about acceptance and the idea that acceptance is to receive willingly whatever is in your life. But there's two parts, according to JP Morgan, of acceptance. One's allowance and the other is accommodation. So the distinction between the two words, allowance is to allot, to give space for, to give a ticket to. Basically, if you go to a movie theater, they give you allowance to be there, but not accommodation. You don't just move in and make your bed and throw down a pillow and
Some people do.
make a sandwich. Yeah. Accommodation is you give it room and board, basically. So allowance is it can come on the property, and accommodation is it can live there. And so when it comes to acceptance, there are things in our lives where we can have allowance for them to be in our space, but not accommodation for them to be in our space. And there's certain behaviors where we don't want to give them room and board. Does that make sense? Distinction there?
Yeah, I think so.
So that's it. Yeah, JP Morgan, keep going. Good morning, Lisa.
I wondered kind of inside of that too, like acceptance too. Like there's the allowance, like you could have like some space for it, but it doesn't have to almost take root if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, and I can be around a lot of people that have different ideas, thoughts, mindsets, ways of being, but it doesn't mean I have to let them move it, and take over and move it. You know what I mean? So
it really is.
I can hold that space for those people or for their ideas or their thoughts. I don't agree with everything that they said, and I'm sure there's like people don't agree with everything that I say, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's like I took my daughter to the Natural History Museum. I'll get the words eventually. And it'd be like showing up and saying, they ask you at the front desk, "Hey, how are you? Did you come to visit today?" And I've got all my stuff, my backpack, everything. I'm like, "No, I'm moving in." They probably wouldn't love that too much because they're all about allowance, right? So you can come visit for the day, but moving in, that's another story. We should probably talk about that. But like you said, is you can have people in your space or ideas or differences in your space and have allowance for them to be there, but not accommodate them. And that's the distinction we're trying to create here is acceptance doesn't mean accommodation necessarily. And it can if it fits what you're trying to do within yourself. But allowance is just giving it that grace to be there. So that's it. It's important in your journey to create acceptance because it is what it is. Now, do you want it to stay or do you want it to move on, to be transient?
There's the choice, right? There's right there.
Yeah. So perfect.
If it serves, then and you want to keep it, then let it move on in.
Move on in.
If you don't want that hobo, let it go.
It's true because it rhymes.
That's right.
A little bit. Yeah.
Hi, Hugh.
All right, White Buffalo.
White
Okay,
Buffalo.
guys, thanks
That's
for
a short.
joining
That
us.
was short, and quick.
Short, we like that. Hasn't been that way for a while, but we could ramble for another 10 minutes.
People at home were like, "No."
Nope. Cool. Thanks, guys. Remember, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Join us in the next video and go make it a giant day.
Love you too.